Hey guys, how's it going? It is Klaireeberry. I'm here today to bring to you the Divine Masculine reading. We got teaching and learning. Keep an open mind, learn new ideas, teach those ideas to others. This world needs light workers, needs us twin flames to spread our light, spread our knowledge, help others in whatever way you truly feel, that you can help. Fiery climax. Love it. Always fun. Okay. And we do have Aries. We just had a full moon. We have a lot of Aries energy. Mars in Aries makes that Aries especially strong. Yes, people want to rant. People want to rave. They want to be heard. They want to, make change. We got the Kiwi in reverse here. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. A lot of this, when we talk about the bliss bubble, it's keeping yourself. You start to, you have to be conscious. You have to pay attention, okay, to your own self, your own emotions, your own activities, thoughts, etc., okay? Catch yourself before you allow yourself to get to that point where you're going to even get stressed out, okay? There can be like an addiction to stress and anger, just like anything else. Just like anything else. You can get addicted to really any behavior. Okay, so those are the things we talk about every month, when we go through these moon cycles. This is this creation cycle that we are putting forth, that we are wanting to utilize to get better, to make our relationship better, to make our connection, to the divine, to our own self and our own higher powers. This is understanding the God in our own selves. We are God. When I use the word God, I don't mean a little old man sitting above the mountaintops. It's a collective energy of basically the flip side of everything that is. It's the yin and it's the Tao. It's everything. Okay, but it's beyond anything. And to think that it doesn't work together in its own organism is silly. So labels get us in trouble. Labels get us in trouble. We've got to learn to speak and work and operate, with our hearts. We've all got to learn. We all need to let go of the ego, okay? We all need to let go of the anger and the resentment, okay? So, taking a little bit of underlying energy here, okay? Yeah, we're learning that we're learning how to act in the way that is more divine, just like I said, that is more one with God and recognizing the God inside of us, which is biblical. It is something, it's like we're realizing how strong we are. We're realizing what we're even made of. And it's not just sack of bones and skin and all this stuff. It's not just surface level. This is very deep. We are enacting. It's a process of awakening to your own divinity. That's what this is. Your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own, all of these emotions and goals. And when they become your actions, that is creation in action. You are creating your life by doing things. We all are. Causes have effects. This is not even hard to understand. It's not even that deep if you think about it. This is, you think you have the idea, it goes forth, okay? You give it some attention, you give that idea some love, just like we talk about in the program, down below in the description box. The holistic law of attraction. Deeper, you take it further. You don't just sit around and do visualizations of superficial shit. This is deep. This is about your purpose. This is about who you are. And this Mars and Aries energy, we are finding that out even more than ever before. And we are setting ourselves up. I keep on saying we are laying the tracks that our train is going to go on for the next few, 4 or 5 months at least. But really, of course, there's a bigger span of things too, and a bigger way to look at things. And there's bigger cycles that play out too. So what we do now is going to affect us, 20, 30, 10, whatever, all of these different things, okay? This is about who we are and how we see things. Because how we see things and how we feel about things, well, that's going to equate up to how we act. You guys like the background noise here? It's the second time I got my junk luggers coming, and it's raining and storming again. Like, oh, geez, am I ever going to get rid of this clutter? And that's how we feel. Are we ever going to fully grow up? Is our partner ever going to fully grow up? You know, that's what half of the personal readings, it's always like, you know, my partner's stuck. And it's like we focus on our person being stuck. It's easier, you know, again, that's biblical too. It's easier to see that, how other people are stuck than you are. But if you haven't ascended, if you're not ascended master here, then you're not either. So don't worry about other people. Don't worry about the external. Worry about you and your connection with the divine, your connection with yourself, your connection with fear, with love, with generosity, with gratitude. Okay? There is a strength. We have very strong personalities here. You know, I can tell. We've got very strong beliefs and ideals, which is fabulous. Of course you do. Of course you're, you know, this deeper person. But it's time that our lives start to show that, and we start to act in a way that is in accordance with what we want. And it comes down to loving yourself that much. That you truly, with every cell of your being, with every speck of your energy, know that you deserve it. Because you know you're doing good work. There's no doubt in your mind. You're not afraid of your shadow anymore. Afraid of your shadow. Let's think about that. Why is that phrase like it is? Is it our actual physical shadow on the sidewalk, or is it really because of our inner shadows that we lurk and hide from because we're too scared? We're too scared. You got to let go of the fear. This is not anything you're in. I had people ask me that all the time. You know, what about working with the shadow work so much? Isn't that going to bring you into a negative space? No. You're already in a negative space because you're ignoring it. You're not learning from it. We learn from everything on our journeys. The little things, the big things. This is like coming through as, you know, that homeless man that could be an angel, you know, that taught you, you know, the true spirit of, you know, generosity or whatever, love, you know, these altruistic ideas, you know, coming through. And again, it's kind of taking that step to really act upon what you truly want, you know, what you have wanted, what you say you want. But we have to earn it here. We have to earn it. We have to go find it. We have to believe that we deserve it. We have to reach out and take it. This is not reliance on anyone. This is not waiting for your twin flame to do the work. Why would you just sit there and wait for them? No. Go deeper on your end. And again, this is also coming through as focus on your own self, focus on your own life, focus on your own dreams. Focus, again, it's positive, independent, you know, projects and work, action. That's what Mars in Aries is all about. Okay, let's see how our energy is towards our person. Yeah, okay, so you think about your person and you think happiness, you know, like there's some sadness in there, but like overall it's almost like you're putting too much on them. And this might be a little bit of actually how they feel too. And this is why a lot of divine, you know, feminines and masculines get scared, you know, and turn back. Is because they're placing too much happiness, you know, but your happiness can't be totally about your person, okay? But it's good to know, you know, that when they think about you, in a way, it's like they feel like you are their key. And again, I'm seeing layers of dependency here still. You know, and this is the thing, everybody's dependent on things. We're all dependent on different things. We just, in this world, in this life, we kind of tend to just do things, you know, without choosing, without thinking about which one we actually want for our lives. We just act without thinking, okay? We act out in ways that are out of alignment with our higher goals. All the time we do this. People every day, you know, they start diet. It's like that starting of a diet principle. started off really strong, had all this motivation, and then like within hours, it just goes away. Like the whole New Year phenomenon. January, after that, that's what we want to avoid. Okay. And by having a deeper reason to want something, okay, by really, again, it's just taking the time to do the work, learn about the holistic law of attraction. The first step of the law of attraction is to figure out what you truly want and what your life truly wants for you, what your higher power has in store for you. There is a path. We are headed towards this ascension, this great awakening, and it is already happening, and we are a part of it. And that's why you're here. You have this connection. You're part of this calling, okay? To act, to do something. And it doesn't have to be conventional. Again, it's probably better if it's not conventional, okay? Again, this is this doing things in new ways. This is this holding our strength, okay? Both sides are being strong. Divine Feminine has shown her strength. Divine Masculine had to collect his as well. And that's what we're doing, collecting and directing our energies where we want them to go, and not just letting them, if we don't understand our own power as, like I said, little demigods, little mini gods and goddesses here. If we don't understand that power, we're going to be wasting our power. It's going to be shooting off in every direction. We harness it, we learn about it, we grow it. Again, this is a lot of this journey coming through. Self-awakening, okay? And also understanding, a lot of people understanding the deeper, why are you here? The purpose, the callings. And it's all working together. All that energy works together. That's what it's there for. Once you get that mental energy into alignment, with the emotions, you be large and in charge, okay? But yeah, I think Divine Feminine is motivating to Divine Masculine, especially in the sense of like healing, relationships, emotional growth, etc. Okay? And they know that they could be happy with you. Okay? But seems like the tier speaks something large here and something's holding them back. Okay? So let's get deeper into that. Okay? Okay, about the relationship. Oh, yes. So they feel that you are, their home, their security. They do feel a very, very, very deep bond to you. Divine Masculine feels an incredible bond. You are a safe space. No matter what trials and tribulations they have going on in their outer life, they like to keep you kind of separate. And it's not for the ways that you might think. It's to protect. It's to protect the sacred space that they have with you, because their life might be chaotic on the outside. Who knows what's going on up there, basically, is that kind of energy. But with you here, with you together, knowing, it's kind of like they know that you'll always be there. And they're very enamored by that. And they know they have something beautiful in that. Okay? Again, it makes them feel safe. It makes them feel secure, which is going to make them feel confident and make them make good choices. Everything's all connected. We have to remember that. Always. Everything is connected. Okay, we have a choice in any moment. We can succumb again to the negative emotions, which usually happens when we ignore them and try to stuff them down, bottle them down. But, these trials and tribulations, this pain, and all this pleasure too, it's all here to guide us. It's all here to allow us to experience ourselves. And guys, stop with the, I need to ascend now. And it's even like, I need to have my twin flame now. It's like, you are wishing your life away. You are wishing your journey away. This is about, it is about passion. It's about following your passion. It's about doing what you love. And that should make you feel happy. That's where that true happiness comes out. We cannot keep looking for our happiness in the arms or the bed or whatever of other people. Divine Masculine knows that. They know that. They've come a long way emotionally here. a long way. And they have gained some like emotional wisdom. Okay? So with this, divine masculine feels like, okay, you know, there's that potential that the divine masculine feels like this could go either way right now. They don't know what's going to happen. Okay? I feel like they're trying to turn a negative into a positive. You know, you may not know. And a lot of this secretive stuff, if there's secrets going on, I've been getting like, you know, oh, you're keeping the deception, deceit. Again, if they're trying to, you know, create something with you and have this safe space, then that's probably why. You know, they just don't, I mean, yeah, they don't want to lose what they have. Okay, but they also just want to, it's a protection. It's a protection of you. Because there may be some less, you know, some less than good things going that they're having to go through right now to learn their lessons. Okay, and they may not feel like they want to burden you down with some of that stuff. Okay, but they are learning, they are growing. This is part of their cycle. Be happy that they're taking this time to do emotional work. I mean, their feelings, both of their feelings here, well, actually this was mental, but the energy's here in the internal. They are paying attention to their feelings. They are letting their feelings guide the way, more so than probably, you know, possibly ever, but definitely I think in a long time. And that's what's leading to all the good things that are coming your way, your guys' way. Ah, cat's climbing the wall. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna leave all this stuff up. This is just so strongly coming through. This little guy's staring me in the face right now. This is just exactly figuring out who you are and acting upon it. Focusing on a cause here. I keep saying that to people lately in a lot of personal readings. It's like really about finding, again, your passion. What are you teaching? What are you learning? What are you growing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you passionate about? Okay? Find it. It'll keep you occupied in this little period that we're going through. And this is just the energy. Sorry, it's, you know, if you don't like it, it's just the energy. Okay, so there's an arrogance, you know, there's the kind of waiting, you know, to see like, you know, what's gonna happen, and not necessarily taking the direction to move things consciously, okay, because there's some emotional resistance, okay? Again, I'm getting this maybe strength in a wrong way. This is somebody going off, somebody yelling, somebody doing something that is fiery in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's like that lower side of Mars and Aries, okay? That's coming through. We're all feeling the urge to kind of rage against the machine in certain ways right now, but it's like, keep on swimming, keep on swimming. We got to stay positive. We got to go to our little happy places here. And lucky for you guys, you know, there is some sort of a really strong foundation here. So it's kind of like, okay, we just had our Pisces full moon, right? Pisces full moon, yeah, it's technically over as an event, but the energy is going to stay with us for these next few weeks, right? So this is still the Pisces energy. This is retreating. This is retreating from this rah, world. Going within, doing the mental, the learning, doing the feeling and the inner work, the emotional work, okay? Taking the negatives and saying, nope, I'm not going to go there. Go inward and get to the positives. And this is like your safe place, your happy place. And again, I think it's good to have a happy place here, you know, where, yeah, you imagine your relationship, you know, you imagine it makes you feel happy, you focus on it, you go to that happy place and you dwell there. That's that emotional side, is getting the feelings involved. Okay, but again, it's not putting all of that happiness on your person. Be sure not to do that. That'll come around and bite you. And this is part of this awakening of our own, you know, what we want to do, you know, not necessarily what we want to do the rest of our lives, but we've got ideas, you know, and we've got things to do to make our dreams happen here. Okay? And if we're not exploring that, if we are just getting by, not making time for ourselves in that way, to express, to shine, and also to heal emotionally. Boom. Okay. So yeah, I didn't want to make this too long, and I am going to go clean out my garage so I can get rid of a whole basically garage worth of stuff. It's going to junk luggers, you guys, if you're trying to do something like this. And I've seen, this is that second witness thing. Always pay attention to any repetitive patterns. I've seen a couple of different memes, and it's not surprising because I searched minimal stuff all the time, but you know, really hitting it home about how our emotional energy and our mental energy really is affected by what is going on in our outer world. Okay, so our homes are very important, how we feel in our home, what we do in our homes. And this is like that, my own self, you know, it makes me happy and my relationship makes me happy. There's the balance and the equality that we always talk about. Just be in the relationship. You have to have the balance and the equality. You can't be over giving, over compensating, over putting your happiness on somebody else. That's too much of a burden to bear. And divine masculine already feels like that and already is made to feel like that in society. Okay, so keep it walking, keep your outlet. Right now in Mars and Aries, we absolutely need to have a physical outlet. Exercise literally keeps us sane. It keeps us smart. It does things to our brains we don't even think or know about. It's not just, you know, exercise is not just something that we do, you know, and walking is perfect. They say low intensity cardio for longer periods of time is really what is healthiest. Especially for your heart, which heart disease is number one killer. So everybody's trying to lift weights and stuff, and that's not going to help your heart quite as much as getting that long term, you know, I mean, long term, long hikes, you know, it's a good deal. Okay. Get that body moving, get those, you know, a lot of times go out, you know, get going. You have better ideas. Ideas come to you when you do good things that are in alignment. It sets things in motion here. Okay. Sets things in motion. Be open, be aware. Okay, again, retreat to your little happy place. That is wonderful. Okay, we're gonna take negative or underlying outlook really needs to be, we're taking these negatives and taking them into positives. It's alchemy, and this is what we do. This is part of what we're doing here on Earth. It's part of our jobs. And learning and teaching others about this process, this ascension process through the twin flame energy, could also be part of what you are being called to do. Just by mere fact that you're here, that you're resonating with this message. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm building an army, but yeah, we're trying to wake up the light grid. No, we're not trying. We are waking up the light grid. Make sure when you do your affirmations that they are in the present tense and the positive. And we got the Six of Scrolls again. So go within, work on that inner communication, okay? Being open with yourself, and it's going to help you to be gentle and to be open and to be wise with your person and to make beautiful things happen even more within this relationship. This relationship is a beautiful thing, as long as, and again, I always have to put this out there because I think that when people resonate, they just naturally come, you know, they just naturally resonate and make their way over here to the videos. But that's not to say that somebody isn't going to come by who, you know, if your person is abusive in any way, shape, or form, even mentally or emotionally, and that includes being neglectful. We have to understand there's a certain part of, especially covert narcissism, where people can get confused, okay? So if there's any abuse, and abuse can even be like extended silent treatment, like that can get into the covert narcissism. So definitely check that out. But otherwise, you know, this is a beautiful relationship, and it's going to last this is forever. So don't worry. Stay in that connection. And remember that we're always communicating with our subconscious. And when you communicate with your person, you're also communicating with their subconscious. So don't be afraid to, and this is the whole idea of casting spells, you know, at people unbeknownst to them. Well, it's just ideas, you know, and when we have conversations, when we communicate, we share ideas. And it's like you can control what you are sharing with people, especially your person here, where, you know, it's not like, oh, telling them all about twin flames necessarily and saying, you know, you have to do this and we have to do this together and, you know, putting it all on them like that, because that's a lot, you know, that's a lot for divine masculine. But this is communicating certain things in certain ways, maybe without words, not having to sometimes with the words, we have to understand when you learn anthropology too, you learn about how words are limited. They're very, very limited, especially English. Very, very limited in what they can actually portray. Our minds are limited by the languages that we speak. So using communication, you know, more in symbology and things like that is really important. So stay open to ideas how you can teach and learn both with these maybe alternative, you know, ways of doing things and learning and growing. Okay, there's nothing but goodness coming, and especially you're going to get this goodness really more quickly if you really commit here. Okay, there's kind of a retreat energy because it is Pisces, it is emotional, we're still emotional, we're, you know, plus we have all the Mars and Aries crap and the T squares and all this stuff going on. Okay, Venus squaring Mars until the 11th. Okay, it's, you know, we have to kind of almost brace ourselves for another week of it. Okay, we'll have some warmth and some Taurus comfort when our moon goes into Taurus on Sunday. Okay, we'll be moving in, you know, we'll be building up for a release, building up, release. Whatever we learn, whatever we're learning that needs to go, we're going to follow through and act on it and let go. And that's going to bring us amazing gifts. Just like right now today, clearing out my whole garage. What am I even going to be able to do in this garage? Like, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, and it's going to feel so amazing. Okay? Stay inspiring. Keep on shining your light. Stay in the bliss bubble. Make sure that you are putting one foot in front of the other and getting better in some way, shape, or form, because there is no such thing as staying the same. We do not remain stagnant. You will get worse if you are not actively intentional about getting better in your life. Much love, respect, many blessings of love, warmth, understanding, growth, and raising in awareness and ascension. I love it. Amazing. God is good, guys. Blessed be. See you later. Bye.